Okay, turn it back. There.
Good. Did you tell them that it's not working? Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Bernalillo High School Class of 2025 Commencement Ceremony.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Elena Grive. I am the student body president here. Welcome to the 2025 Bernalillo High School commencement ceremony. At this time, will everyone please rise for the presentation of colors by the Kiowa Blackleggings, Warrior Society, who came all the way from Oklahoma, who are here to honor Christiani, James, Kalati Quintana, and all tribes. Our national anthem by Martha Lee, the salute of the flag by the state of New Mexico by Savannah Garcia, and our land acknowledgement by May Mokino. Please remain standing until the national anthem and the colors have left the field. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh. Mark. Yeah. 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 Mark. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Retail. Oh. Reading it. Go. Order. Stand fast.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam? Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Get our post it forward. One step forward, march. Outer, face. Forward, march.
Would everyone please remain standing? I salute the flag of the state of New Mexico and the Z symbol of perfect friendship among united cultures. Bernalillo Public Schools honors the historic homelands of the Pueblo people and the shared contributions of the Pueblo people and descendants of Spanish settlers to establish vibrant communities now and in the future.
You may have a seat. We would like to thank the Kiowa Black Leggings Warrior Society. And now we would like to welcome all in attendance. It is my pleasure to introduce Jeremy Armijo, who will give a formal welcome in Karen. Uriel Castro, who will give the welcome in Spanish, and Raylin Salvador, who will give the welcome in English.
Woti hopa arawa kachaya dash. Paekiam sikchanje yomi hanushta kawashwa elsa sish. Woete tonai kushuni hopa katekoya. Woete tonai kushuni hopa katekoya. Dio koyu, hiwa koyu. Graduation, kashoyo tish kamastich. Oyotinua weso chuachum. Kutoma kuno KH tio ku sikchayani. 12 years KH na wo shoko you graduate nitra to truth. Tai hopa kai macheko sate koya tio koyo tikrayani. Shome tich toke shoyo chakyawa sate kona. Chatelme toke koyo satina naisome mika to truth. Ohema kuwo etona ete kotek tuna. Taimashe shuonu motio ete umotich yayatich. Tio ete umotich yayatich kutekuna. Shashureti samasich hopa hetma naisha ete. Rawatonai kutekniku. Shatino tokeko yushkamashkate. Chetelme shamita hopa kiteku. Kushkuruna.
Bienvenidos familias, amigos, compañeros y invitados de honor. Hoy es el día al cual hemos dedicado los últimos 4 años de mucho trabajo y sacrificio. Es un honor estar aquí todos juntos. Les agradecemos toda la ayuda y el trabajo que todos ustedes han hecho para hacer este día posible. Es un honor darle la bienvenido a todos ustedes el día de hoy, la graduación de la clase de 2025. Gracias.
Welcome, family, friends, honored guests, and fellow graduates. Today is the day to which we dedicated the past 4 years of hard work, and it's only proper that we are able to join together as a community to celebrate this momentous occasion. We truly appreciate all the support and dedication given to make this day possible. It is our honor to welcome you to the graduation of class of 2025. Thank you.
We have several distinguished guests who are in attendance for this afternoon's event. Paul Madrid, School Board President. Cordy Chavez, School Board Vice President. Christine Sweeney, School Board Secretary. Mike Archibek, School Board Member. Dr. John Goudelet, School Board Member. Matt Montano, Superintendent. Dr. Eric James, Deputy Superintendent of Business and Operations.
Yes, sir.
Jamie Schutte, Executive Director of Special Education and Health Services. Lynette Jewell, Executive Director of Curriculum and Instruction. At this time, I would like to ask that all district personnel and all school site administrators please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your support and participation in making this morning a reality for our students. And now I want to introduce our Bernalillo High School administration and staff. Alisa Sanchez Padilla, Principal. Karen Cameron, Assistant Principal. Walter Walker, Dean of Students. Ira Harge, Athletic Director. Jasmine Pollock, Counselor. Roderick Hansen, Counselor. Gabriel Castillo, Counselor. Cynthia Thomas, College and Career Counselor. And myself, Miranda Snyder, Class of 2025. Will the staff of Bernalillo High School please stand? Without you, this day would not have been possible. We would now like to welcome some of our dignitaries that are in attendance today. Representative Derek Lente. Senator Cindy Nava. Assistant Secretary of Indian Education, Katie Ann Wanico. Mayor of Bernalillo, Mr. Jack Torres. Honorable Governor Joseph Herrera and Lieutenant Governor Jeff Sweeney of Cochiti Pueblo. Kevin Shendo, Jimenez Pueblo. Honorable Governor Thomas Mokino and Acting Lieutenant Governor Raymond Aguilar of Kiowa Pueblo. Honorable Governor Anthony Ortiz and Lieutenant Governor James Tenorio of San Felipe Pueblo. Fiscale Gerald Sandoval and Fiscale Christopher Trincosa. Honorable Governor Felix Chavez and Lieutenant Governor Angelo Paisano of Sandia Pueblo. Honorable Governor Myron Armijo and Lieutenant Governor Kevin Montoya of Santa Ana Pueblo. Honorable Governor Lambert Pino and Lieutenant Governor Byron Sheehy of Zia Pueblo. BHS would also like to recognize all Pueblo tribal officials and directors in attendance.
Thank you. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and members of the graduating class, it is my sincere honor to introduce a leader who has become an essential part of our Spartan family, our principal, Ms. Sanchez Padilla. Please join me in welcoming the principal of Bernalillo High School, Ms. Sanchez Padilla.
Good morning, graduates, families, friends, staff, and members of our cherished community. What a great turnout. What a beautiful morning to gather and celebrate. Not just the end of a school year, but the journey, the courage, and the heart that brought each of you to this moment. To the class of 2025, let me say this right away. Give yourselves a huge round of applause. I am so proud of you, and I am one of your biggest fans. I hope today you reflect on every step that has led you to this moment, every choice, every challenge, every triumph. We are not the same high school we were before you walked through the doors. Every Spartan makes us stronger, smarter, braver, kinder, and your class has left a mark that will not be forgotten. Each of you has walked a unique path. Some of those paths were smooth, others full of steep climbs. But every single one of you arrived here with determination and grit. You didn't walk alone. You brought with you your culture, your family, your traditions, your mentors. And we are all better because of what you shared with us. Many of you come from pueblos and families rooted in long-standing values of resilience, wisdom, and respect. You carry the teachings of those who came before you, your elders, your leaders, your communities. You represent the spirit of BHS for those who have gone before us. That legacy lives in you now, and it shows in the way you lead, the way you support each other, and the way you rise. You've helped build a community here that thrives on the connection, respect, and pride. You've made this school stronger by being exactly who you are. You stood for one another, shared your stories, and made Bernalillo High School a place where people feel seen and valued. On another note, I want to share something from my heart. I know there are students sitting here today whom I've had the privilege to support more often and more deeply. Some of you have walked through hard times, and I've watched you carry those burdens with quiet strength and grace. Being part of your journey has been one of the greatest honors of my career. It's reminded me why this work is important, why you matter. I've learned just as much from you as you have learned from me. We know you are ready to lead. We know you will serve your communities wherever you go, because you already have. Maya Angelou once said, "We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated." And that is who you are, resilient, brilliant, and ready. There is a lot to be optimistic about because you are the ones stepping into the future. As you continue on your journey, you embody our motto, once a Spartan, always as a Spartan. You are not leaving something behind, you are carrying it forward. You carry your story, your strength, your community, and our deep belief in you. Congratulations, class of 2025. We believe in you and we can't wait to see what comes next. Thank you, everybody, for your continued support of our Spartans. And now please help me welcome our school board president, Mr. Paul Madrid.
Morning, class of 2025. Congratulations. Before we get started here, I want to do a little housekeeping. With Cervantes, the Autobahn family, and all of the folks that put this together to make it happen. Couldn't be happier. Couldn't do it without you folks. Thank you guys so much. There's a lot of hard work. It's an honor to stand up here today and greet all of you and say a few words. So congratulations to the families and friends of the graduates here today. Graduates, you guys did not get here on your own. There's many people in the stands, family, friends, loved ones that cheered you on and championed you along the way. What I'd like you guys to do is stand up, give a shout out to all the folks that supported you to get here. Go ahead, stand up. We'll wait. Families, friends, loved ones, sponsors, guardians. Now it's your time. Give it back to them. If you'll let me express a personal point of privilege to my daughter. Liam. Being the school board president's daughter can't always be that easy. I know the expectations were high. There were probably moments where you felt like everyone was watching. Even just a little too closely. But through it, you carried yourself with grace, grit, and a quiet strength that I've admired since you were little. You didn't just get through it, you grew through it. You persevered. You found your own voice, your own rhythm, your own light. And boy, did you let it shine. Watching you reach this milestone, knowing all the challenges you faced and the heart you put in getting here, fills me with great pride. I'm proud of the student you've been, the woman you're becoming, and the journey ahead of you. I love you, Hita. Always have, always will. Play like a champion. Now I want to share a little story with y'all. So one morning, two salesmen wake up to a good, steady rainstorm. The first guy looks out the window and says, "Oh man, what an awful storm." Gets back to bed, lets the day pass. The second salesman wakes up and says, "Oh my, what a beautiful storm. This is perfect. Almost everyone's gonna be home, especially the other salesman." So the point that I'm trying to make is it's not what happens to you, it's how you respond to it. So carry that forward. So now that you've reached this incredible milestone, graduation, and we're here at commencement, I want you to start thinking about what comes tomorrow, the day after that, and the day after that. After all, this is a commencement. This is the beginning of the future for you. Because we're here, I want to point out that today helps move you forward. And if you don't make that change, chances are tomorrow will look a lot like yesterday. So here's a question I hope that you keep asking yourself today, tomorrow morning. What am I going to do to change the direction of my life? You don't have to change everything all at once. You don't have to change it a little. Maybe you don't change anything for a while. Or maybe just maybe, you decide to change a whole lot. But remember, any day you wish, you have the opportunity to change your entire direction. So with that comes great responsibility and great power. And guess what? You guys have power. You have the power of youth, the power of choice, and the power of time. But that brings the responsibility piece. You have the responsibility to make the world a better place, to make it safer, to make it kinder. Whatever path you take, you always have these responsibilities. My grandfather used to say the world doesn't wait to start throwing punches. If you can make it to 9 a.m. without taking a hit, you're doing pretty good. So with that, I'll close out. Don't waste a day. Wake up early. For goodness sakes, wake up early. Get out of bed, get after it. And of course, always be kind. Class of 2025, congratulations. You did it. Now go make something out of it.
Thank you, Mr. President Madrid. At this time, I would like to introduce the Superintendent of Bernalillo Public Schools, Mr. Matt Montano.
Before I begin, I want to recognize Michael Chavez. He was a 17-year teacher of Bernalillo Public Schools who passed away earlier this month. He was not originally from Bernalillo, but he became a beloved teacher and community member. Michael will, above all, leave behind a legacy of kindness and a beautiful spirit. Will everybody please take a moment of silence in honor of Mr. Chavez? Thank you. Families, friends, staff, dignitaries, and most importantly, class of 2025, we are finally here. Before I address the class, I want to take a little bit of time. If Dean Morrison, if you could stand up over here by Representative Lente. I think everybody here knows Dean Morrison. Dean, thank you. Time and again, students share how you stepped in as a father figure when they needed one most. Students like Christian Aguilar, who lost his father before high school and looked to you for direction and hope. Students like Leo Rosetta, Alyssa Vihi, and others whose lives were changed because you chose to show up, not just as a teacher, but as family. What you've done, Dean, is something we don't always see in the job description, but it's the very soul of education. It's the part that doesn't come with a title, but comes from the heart. You've modeled what it means to lift others up, and our district is better because of you. And that is the spirit, that sense of a community that runs deep here at Bernalillo. Will everybody give Dean Morrison a big applause? Normally, everybody's accustomed to me telling me my own stories, but I'm not going to do that today. Class of 2025, many of you shared your stories these past few weeks, and they are extraordinary. I'm going to take the liberty of sharing a bit of some of you to our larger community. If I call your name, please stand up as I recognize you, and then sit down after I've recognized you. Nicolette Aceves, These, again, these are the words. Stand up. These are the words that either you share or were shared about you. And I think it's important for our families to know this. Nicolette Aceves, you have a quiet strength that challenges and uplifts those around you. You push everyone to be the bigger person, not through force, but by example. That relentless spirit of yours, that drive, that fire, it's what will carry you forward in life, no matter what challenges come your way. You lead with heart, with integrity, and with a belief that we can always rise above. And because of that, Nicolette, you're already making the world better. Arlen Aguilar. Or should I say Arlen Swag? The first thing I think about is I want to say, Orale, Arlen. You taught us what it means to want to be accepted for exactly who you are. You've grown, learned from your past. To quote you, those who knew the old me don't have access to the new me. You have transformed your life, and now you're taking the ultimate leap of discipline and serving by joining the Marine Corps. Semper Fi, Arlen. Christian Aguilar. Christian, losing your father before even beginning high school could have broken your spirit, but you didn't let it. Instead, your perseverance became a true testament of hard work, resilience, and inner strength. You found guidance and support in Dean when you needed it most, and you used that support not as a crutch, but as a launching point. You chose to push forward, to rise, and to honor your journey with purpose. Christian, your story inspires us all and reminds us that even in the face of deep loss, we can still choose to grow, to lead, and to shine. Thank you, Christian. Avery Kaufman Gonzalez. Avery, you are grit and kindness all wrapped into one. Despite losing your mom, your grandmother, and your brother, and living with a medical condition, you never used as an excuse. You listen, you lead, and you care for others without hesitation. Thank you, Avery. Analia Duran. Your life was tested, losing your mother and then becoming a mother. And yet, here you are, standing strong, proof that derailments in life don't define us. Our choices do. And you have chosen to push through. Thank you, Analia. Hope Gallegos. Hope, you've shown us what true resilience looks like. Balancing cheer, a full-time job, and all the other demands life threw your way. You didn't just survive it, you thrived. Your determination is unmatched. You carried it all with strength and with a quiet resolve that says, I can handle this. Hope, you've proven that perseverance isn't just about pushing through, it's about rising up again and again with purpose and pride. Thank you, Hope. Trinidad Garcia. Trinidad, you once thought school wasn't for you. You wanted to leave, but you stayed. You grew, and today you're a graduate. That's the power of not giving up. Thank you, Trinidad. Joshua Loreto. Joshua, running cross country, taking care of classes, and pushing through the loss of your mother. You chose to keep going. You chose strength. Thank you, Joshua. Hannah Matas. Hannah, you moved through surgeries and illness, giving your team and school the strength to carry on. Thank you for that. You are truly a Spartan, Hannah. Yamilet Nava. Yamilet, you came to this country in pursuit of an education. And you didn't just learn English, you became fluent in 2 languages and fluent in perseverance. Your journey is one of courage, hard work, and determination. You embraced every challenge, adapted, and never stopped striving. Yamilet, you've proven that when someone is driven by purpose, there's no limit to what they can achieve. Thank you, Yamilet. Patrick Romero. Always smiling, Patrick, even while taking on extra responsibilities for your family. What makes you special isn't just overcoming challenges, it's how you turn them into strengths. You are a true Spartan, Patrick. Person Reyes Escobar. Person, you left everything behind its family, your family, your home in Honduras, to pursue something greater. That kind of courage is rare. You came here with a quiet determination to grow, to adapt, and to become someone who makes a difference. And you are already doing that. Your strength, your drive, and your willingness to step into the unknown inspires us all. Person, your story is a reminder that bravery and hope can take us further than we ever imagined. Leo Rosetta, losing your dad your freshman year was a heartbreaking start to high school. But even in that pain, you found the strength to rise. With guidance, support, and a steady heart, you kept going. You showed us what it means to move forward with courage, even when the weight feels heavy. Leo, your resilience speaks volumes. You've already come so far, and there's no doubt you're just getting started. Andrea Sotelo. After losing your father and becoming a mother, you faced more than most can imagine. And for a time, you stepped away from school. But the most powerful part of your story is that you came back. You didn't let the story end there. You chose to finish what you started. That kind of strength, that kind of bravery is rare and remarkable. Andrea, your journey is a testament to resilience, to love, and to the belief that no matter how hard the path, it's never too late to rise. Layla Tenorio. Layla, you lost so much. Your father, your uncle, the precious time with your grandparents during the pandemic. But you never lost your sense of gratitude. That is your quiet strength, your enduring power. Thank you, Layla. Alisa Vigil, you faced life with courage. You attacked your challenges head on. And in doing so, you not only opened doors for yourself, you've created pathways for others to follow. After losing your dad, you found strength in someone who stepped in at just the right time. When you needed guidance and support the most, that strength, that openness to receive help and keep moving forward, speak to the resilience of your spirit. Alisa, you are proof that even through heartbreak, hope can rise, and that determination can carry us to incredible places. Megan Burnham. Megan, you said something that we all need to carry with us. You said, you never know what somebody is going through. Treat people with kindness. That's not just a school rule, that's a life rule. In a world that can be quick to judge, slow to listen, your words remind us to lead with empathy, to assume the best in others, and to offer grace whenever we can. Megan, thank you for grounding us in the kind of wisdom that truly makes a difference. Jasmine Calabasa. Jasmine, you reminded us of something essential, that we must foster an environment of continuous learning. In those few words, she offered a challenge and a vision to remain curious, to stay open, and to never stop growing. Jasmine, your mindset reflects wisdom beyond your years. You understand that learning isn't just for the classroom, it's a lifelong pursuit. And it's how we build better communities, stronger relationships, and more compassionate world. Thank you for reminding us to always keep learning. Carlos Malabanan, you have been a quiet force for good in our school community. You poured your energy into projects that don't just check the box. They make the world better. From raising awareness about anxiety, ADHD, and generational trauma to organizing donation drives for soup supplies and hygiene products. Carlos, you have consistently chosen compassion in action. And beyond your initiatives, you've shown up for everything. I'm not sure there was a single school event you didn't support, including the most recent town hall meeting here at BHS. Carlos, you have modeled what it looks like to care deeply, serve generously, and engage fully. Neva Montoya. Neva, you are an exceptional student, and your 4.0 GPA is just one part of that story. On the softball field, you've been a steady force and a quiet leader. The team looks up to you, not just for your skills, but for your character. You've anchored the outfield throughout most of your high school career, showing up with consistency, heart, and focus. You may be soft-spoken, but your hard work speaks volumes. You lead not with words, but through your actions. And that's the kind of leadership that leaves a lasting impact. Thank you. May Lokino. Thank you for your selflessness, your compassion, and your laughter. You've been the kind of presence that lifts others without needing recognition. You bring light into a room, not by trying to stand out, but by making sure others feel seen, heard, and cared for. Your willingness to learn, to support your peers, and to lead with heart has made a lasting impression on this community. We're better because you've been part of it. Thank you, May. Miranda Romo. Miranda, you learned something profound from Miss Apodaca, that the considerate choice of words can shape not just conversations, but lives. You were humble enough to recognize that speaking well can open doors, earn respect, and take you further in life. Even more importantly, you've come to understand the value of truly seeing people, acknowledging their humanity, their stories, their worth. And Miranda, please know this, we see you. We see your growth, your wisdom, your grace, and we see a remarkable future ahead of you. Justin Chamor. Justin, you became a true source of inspiration and motivation for others. The way you spoke about your sister with such genuine admiration was both humbling and powerful. It showed us something rare, a deep respect for those who shape us, and a willingness to embrace wisdom and guidance wherever it comes from. Your humility, openness, and drive to grow have left a mark on this school and on everyone lucky enough to know you. Keep that spirit, it will carry you far. Thank you. Valeria Solis. Valeria, you are the kind of person people naturally trust, a quiet force of reliability and empathy. You become a role model not because you seek attention, but because of the way you carry yourself with integrity and kindness. Your dedication to working with youth at your church shows a deep sense of purpose and service. You are self-motivated, resilient, and courageous. And as the first graduate of an immigrant family, you carry the dreams and sacrifices of generations forward with grace and strength. You don't just hope for success, you create it. And the world is already better because of you. Noah Trujillo. Noah, you learned something powerful from your grandpa. The value of showing up every day, no matter what. You've carried that lesson with you. And through your actions, you've taught the rest of us that consistency matters, commitment matters. Governor Ortiz from San Felipe reminded us that sometimes showing up is the most important thing. And you've done that time and again. You've carried that lesson with you. Your steady presence, your work ethic, and your quiet strength set an example we all can learn from. Thank you, Noah. Gabby Apoya. Abby, with your radiant smile and gentle spirit, you emerged as a leader, perhaps before you even realized it yourself. You stepped into the role of graphic designer out of necessity. And along the way, you showed an inspiring eagerness to grow and give your best with enthusiasm. Thank you, Gabby. Savannah Garcia. Savannah, you have never hesitated to share your opinions or your passion. You lead not only by expressing your truth, but by standing up for others as well. You speak truth to power with grace and conviction, always respectful, yet unwavering. You continue to fight for what you believe is right, and that is the heart of true leadership. Thank you, Savannah. Aaliyah Madrid. Aaliyah, being the daughter of a board member isn't easy, and sometimes that reality may be overshadowed by the simple truth that you were also a student. Likely, like every other student, you had moments you wanted to celebrate and others you may have wanted to complain about. And I imagine at times you felt like you didn't have the space or the voice to do so. It must have felt like living in a fishbowl, especially when decisions were made that felt uncomfortable or beyond your control. You probably had to hear opinions or criticism and just smile through them. You endured injuries when all you wanted to do was be on the field, doing what you love. And yet, through it all, you carried yourself with dignity. You showed courage in moments when it was easier to stay quiet. You extended grace when it would have been easier to lash out, and you demonstrated civility even under pressure. Aaliyah, you have represented your father and your school exceptionally well. You are not just the daughter of a board member. You are a Spartan in every sense of the word. We are all proud of you. Ashlyn Chavez. Ashlyn, you reminded us what it takes to thrive, not just in school, but in life. Be hardworking and adaptable. Face the real world hard on, and that's exactly what you've done. While achieving academically, you devoted yourself to service, becoming a youth minister, and giving your time, energy, and heart to your church community. That kind of dedication speaks volumes about your character. And let's not forget, you also made two of the best catches in center field I've ever seen in my life. Ashlyn, you've proven that excellence isn't confined to one arena. You bring it everywhere you go. Elena Grant. Elena, when I asked you why you chose Baylor University, your response was immediate, simple, and unapologetic. Because I'm a Christian. That answer wasn't just about a college decision. It was a reflection of something deeper. It speaks volumes about your clarity, conviction, and courage. In a world that often encourages people to blend in or second guess what they believe, Elena, your response was a testament to your character and self-awareness. You know who you are, you know what guides you, and you aren't afraid to say it out loud. Thank you, Elena. Class of 2025, every one of you is proof that resilience lives here in Bernalillo. That courage walks our hallways, that dreams rise even when life gets heavy. So today, as we send you off into college, into the workforce, into the military, into whatever adventure calls next, I want to leave you with this. Success isn't about never failing. It's about getting back up again and again. It's about making your story your own, no matter how many edits life throws at you. Remember this, you matter, your story matters, your presence in this world matters. You have the power to be kind, the power to be strong, the power to build something better for yourselves and for others. Class of 2025, Bernalillo is proud of you. Now go out there and make some noise. And remember, and everybody do this at the same time. Once a Spartan, always a Spartan. Thank you, class of 2025, family and friends.
Thank you, Mr. Montano. Now we will hear from two of the highest academic ranked students of the class of 2025. First, we welcome salutatorian Ashlyn Chavez.
To the class of 2025. These past years have gone by fast and have been very chaotic, but we can finally say we are graduating. We owe a lot of thanks to many of our teachers and administrators, like Miss A, who pushed me to join more clubs and finish my work no matter how hard. Miss Lori, who cared for students' well-being and showed support for every school event. Julian, who helped me in and out of the classroom, and for Mr. Still, along with writing good essays, made sure to widen our musical knowledge to the best songs. And we cannot forget about our coaches, like Coach Marissa, who pushed me to do my best on and off the field and taught me to never give up. They have not only taught us the regular high school curriculum and the basics of sports, but they have also taught us how to express, think, and stand up for ourselves. As well as pushing us to do the best we can when no one else will, I would also like to thank our parents and family, the ones with us and the ones that are not, because they have been a huge part of getting us where we are today, especially my sister Adri. Adri has been the person who stood by me and inspired me to do well in my academic career. All these people are the reasons why I'm here today, and I would like to thank you for pushing me to do my best. And to my peers, although we may not stay in touch after today, it has been a pleasure to get to know you, and it is an honor to graduate with y'all. There will be points in our lives where we may struggle, but is it important to use the things we have learned from school, especially the life lessons, to make ourselves better and get through those tough moments. As B.B. King said, the beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it from you. What you know belongs to you and can only encourage you to learn more. Some of the best things we could have learned were not math or English, but it was all the small lessons that actually prepared us for life, the things that stuck with us. These lessons help build our potential to change the world for the better in our own ways. In order to accomplish this, we cannot sit and wait for other people to change the world for us. We are responsible for the future and what comes next. While we take these next steps in our lives, be sure to enjoy the time with your family and friends. Do not be afraid to try new things. The world never stays the same. Everyone and everything are always changing with it. It's what makes living so exciting. Everything stays but changes along the way. Sometimes for the better or sometimes for the worse. It is up to us how we view it and respond to it. And for the underclassmen, enjoy your time in school because it really does go by fast. Pay attention not only to the lessons, but to the life skills that are mixed with them. As our time is coming to an end, I would like to give thanks to God, my family, teachers, and coaches for being the reason I am here today and for supporting me throughout my time in school. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2025.
Thank you, Ashlyn. Next, we will welcome this year's highest ranked student, valedictorian Elena Craig.
Morning, everyone. I'm really glad that everyone's here this morning. Before I get started, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out to celebrate our graduates. On behalf of everyone, we are eternally grateful for the support that we have received throughout this journey. I've known for a good period of time that I was going to be delivering a speech at graduation. Every time I found myself thinking about what I wanted to say, I remembered a question someone once asked me. If you had 5 minutes to say anything to the whole world, what would you say? Well, the people here in attendance today are my world, or have been for a very long time, so here's my chance at that. I decided to put myself in your shoes and think about what I wanted to hear from myself. Luckily for everyone, it's a bunch of advice. Take it if you will, leave it if you may, but don't let my words go in one ear and out the other. To make this short and sweet, kinda, I'm gonna get my point across with 3 quotes from my favorite movie. To begin, in my all-time favorite movie, Ferris Bueller says, "Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and take a look once in a while, you might miss it." This is especially relevant now. As we enter a period of rapid growth, in the next couple of years, we will have grown exponentially and extremely quick. Do not forget to often look around, take in your environment, the people around you, and the moment that you're in. Don't let it make you sad that you'll never get it back, but let it inspire you to have gratitude for all the things that get blurred into life's inevitable speed. The second quote is from Coach Carter, when Cruz says, "Your playing small does not serve the world, and there's nothing enlightening about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure about you. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people the permission to do the same." When I saw this movie and heard this quote for the first time, it changed my perspective immediately. I immediately gained this odd respect for myself and everyone around me. Whether we'd like to admit it or not, we have learned everything we know from entities outside of ourselves. You holding back your unique ways, wisdom, and experience is a disservice to everyone. Why would you build a wall in front of everything that you have to offer? Last but not least is a quote from 10 Things I Hate About You, when Heath Ledger says, "Don't ever let anyone make you think that you don't deserve what you want." This speaks to the importance of self-belief and the courage to chase after the things that you want, regardless of external opinions. It's called to recognize those feelings of self-doubt are simply just feelings, and that you're in control of the actions leading you to your destination. So this is your sign to be gentle with your feelings, take a deep breath, and remind yourself that you were worth no less than anyone you could ever lay your eyes on. During my time at Bernalillo High School, I was taught countless lessons, many the hard way, and while I complained a lot, I would do it all again 10 times over. The people that I had supporting me along this journey are truly indescribable. I know I made it look pretty easy, but without everyone here, I would have genuinely been in shambles. So before I shut up, let me give all the glory to God, thank my encouraging family, my loving friends, the considerate staff, and very lastly, before I forget, don't ever say I don't keep my promises. Shout out to the man who should probably be giving the speech instead of me, Mr. Israel Martinez.
Elena. And now for the moment you have all been waiting for. Send the diplomas to the graduates of the class of 2025. Elena Wright. Ashlyn Chavez. Calabasa. Joel Malabanan. Miranda Marin Romo. Neva Montoya. Christingula Mokino. Justin Shamor. Valeria Solis. Noah David Trujillo. Nicolette Aceves. Esperanza Acosta. Ari Aguilar. Arlen Aguilar. Christian Megan Aguilar. Desiree Marissa Aguilar. Tyler Albino Alcon Jr. Gabriel Aragon. Caitlin Arceleta. Armijo. Joe Austin. Eric Berna. Armando Canabasa. Canabasa. Dominic Candelaria. Donna Candelaria. Jose Candelaria. Jose Castaneda Ford. I got it. Uriel Miguel Hospital. Cecilia Cervantes. Golden Sabaton. Yes. Dominic.
Yes, sir.
Bernalillo Duran. Sahad. Azalea. Ariana. Paul. Delfino Garcia. Garcia. Nevin Garcia. Savannah Garcia. Manuel Gonzalez. Oslo and Cristiani Quality Quintana. Toma. Malia Toma. Marta. Santiago Santi Luz. Malia Malia Anastasia Madrid. Vanessa Maristas. Doreen Martinez. Lisa Yuno Zamudio. Marco Ivan Nahera. Pamela Nava. Ortiz. Cesario Quintana. Elijah Quintana. Aisha Quintana. Jacqueline Quintina. Non Jordan Son Reyes Coban. Bus. Christopher Rocket Martinez. Annalise Roque. Armando Durante Ra. Tito Rosena. Francisco Ruiz.
Yes, sir.
Salvador. Josiah Samuel. Christian Sanchez.
Yes.
Oh. Oh. Jordana Sandoval. Andrés Trujillo. Isabella Trujillo. Marcia. Victor Valenzuela. Alyssa Vigil. Carlton Washington.
You stay there?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Superintendent Montanio will now certify the Bernalillo High School class of 2025 for graduation.
Graduates. Yeah. By the authority vested in me by the State of New Mexico Public Education Department and the Bernalillo Public Schools Board of Education, I now confer upon you the diploma of high school graduate.
Gentlemen, I now present to you the Bernalillo High School class of 2025 graduates. Please move your tassel to the left. Stations Bernalillo High School class of 2025. The Bernalillo High School 2025 graduation ceremony. Graduates, you may begin your celebration with your family.
No.